smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Filling the lungs inside you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind. Just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness take control. Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night.
Hey guys, Legendary Ghidorah here today, and I'm back at you with another Monster Hunter video, trying to reach that 100 Monster Arena video, goal or whatever. But today I have Brachydios versus Glavenus, boxing versus the art of the sword, the master of the blade versus the master of exploding fists. So, let's begin. These are two monsters that really have been around for years. I think it was Monster Hunter 3, maybe? I don't know. Monster Hunter, let me know down below in the comment section. Was it Monster Hunter 2, 3, or, 4? Monster Hunter 2 or 3? I think it was at least 3 that they both appeared. Or maybe Brachydios actually did appear earlier than Glavenus, or maybe they were in the same game. But now in Monster Hunter World, they are in the same game, so we can actually make this matchup happen. So today we're gonna change the location a bit. We're gonna put this in the Elder's Recess near the magma area. So yeah, because they both appear there, unless I'm missing something. Unless, Glavenus appears in the Wild Spire Ways, or, excuse me. Actually, I needed that burp, I just now remembered. Glavenus actually does appear in the Wild Spire Ways, so yeah, we're not going to change anything. We're going to keep it in the swamp area, around Barof's territory, and these two meet on the battlefield, so let's begin. Brachydios is pretty much I would have to say an original monster from later or earlier Monster Hunter games. He is strong enough to kill another wyvern with just one punch. He's even killed Oregon, a brute wyvern, with just one punch. Okay, this guy was the One Punch Man probably before One Punch Man. Okay, I'm pretty sure this guy was One Punch Man before he even decided to appear. Brachydios is incredibly strong. Well, if that Oregon punch didn't even give you a suggestion, he's been able to go toe-to-toe with Rathalos and Zinogre on a couple of occasions, take attacks from those characters, and can even fight against elder dragons like Lunastra and Teostra. He's actually pretty strong. Even though he would lose to an elder dragon, he's still able to take attacks from them and at least be able to recover relatively quickly. He's even been able to slam other monsters his size, even being able to go toe-to-toe with an Ebony Odogaron. Yes, I've seen this for myself, and I have accidentally made this match happen. So, yeah, Brachydios is incredibly strong. But actually, he's known as the Exploding Fist for a reason. You see, he secretes this green saliva from his mouth and puts it on his fist, right? This green saliva, if it hits you or if it hits another monster, will explode upon, I think, a second or third impact. Maybe it's both at the same time. I don't know. I mean, he punches you, you explode after a certain amount of time. So yeah, that happens, and really, it's just nasty, man. I mean, really, he literally secretes this mucus from his mouth, and if it touches you or if it hits another monster, it causes you to explode. This has been able to kill Oregon, who is a brute wyvern, and who has been able to go toe-to-toe with characters like a Basil Goose, Devil Joe, and even an Ebony Odogaron himself. So killing Oregon, pretty good feat in my opinion. It's a really good feat. Next up, Glavenus. Glavenus is also an original monster from the Monster Hunter franchise, obviously. Glavenus is by far a very well-known and popular monster. You probably could ask around like, hey, you ever heard of Glavenus? Like, oh yeah, man, that's old. Where have you been, buddy? Then you could also, Glavenus has been around for forever. He's even a fan favorite from what I've collected. So yeah, Glavenus is definitely a pretty popular monster. Ask around or look up videos of him. People love Glavenus. Glavenus tributes, all that good stuff. So, Glavenus is actually known as a pretty powerful wyvern, okay? A pretty powerful brute wyvern. He's been able to go toe-to-toe with Tobi Kadachi, Odogaron, even been able to go toe-to-toe with Narkuja and Tigrex. Even been able to use his shoulder charge to even stagger and even hurt these guys. Even been able to throw off Rathalos and Legiana off his back. So yeah, you kind of have that to consider. He's also incredibly durable, taking attacks from those monsters I just mentioned. Glavenus has the ability to, bite down on his tail, and depending if it's the acidic or the normal version, it secretes heat or just pretty much sharpens its blade so it doesn't go dull. That actually leads me into Glavenus's jaws as well. They're capable of, sharpening that tail, which means he's basically his own blacksmith and his own weapon sharpener, which is kind of scary when you think about it. Oh, also, he's been able to go toe-to-toe with Diablos and Black Diablos on more than one occasion, you guys. So you kind of have that to consider. And that's a very big deal, considering Diablos and Black Diablos are considered apex, I wouldn't say predators because they eat vegetation. Apex, or at least the top wildlife, the dominant wildlife, or the dominant force in the Wild Spiral Waste. And yet Glavenus is actually able to pick these guys up by their horns and absolutely toss them around like ragdolls, causing a good amount of damage up in the 2000s area. So yeah, Glavenus is pretty strong and pretty durable. His tail is actually known to be able to cut through mountains by lore. So that means that tail is pretty damn sharp. You cutting through mountains, cutting through mountains like a hot knife through butter. And honestly, that's dangerous. I would not want to fight that. But guess what? I have fought it. I had no choice. I was just trying to hunt a Rathian, and then he comes up popping out of nowhere. I'm not gonna lie. I nearly choked on my soda when I first saw him. Because, he came out of nowhere. I was like, oh God. Nah, that's not funny. Y'all gotta start doing that. I've only done that with one monster, and that it was when Black Diablos came out of nowhere. I had to run for my life. I kid you not. When Black Diablos popped up behind me, I ran for my life because I was like, it's the devil. Run! Ah! So, yeah, at the end of the day, pretty impressive monster in my opinion, especially the way it looks. It's basically like a Carnotaurus, but better. Like, think about it. You cannot tell me this doesn't look like a Carnotaurus. I want you guys to go look up. Matter of fact, if you got your phones next to you, or if you're watching this on this phone, then grab a computer or whatever media device you guys have nowadays, and look up a Carnotaurus. I swear, it will look very similar to a Carnotaurus. You guys will not be disappointed. It actually looks like a Carnotaurus, but way cooler. And I mean way cooler, okay? So, yeah. Let's begin. Let's break this down. Wildspire race, right? Let's set up the scenario. I'm going to start doing this with all my Monster Hunter versus battles because, well, the game treats them like animals. And that's what I love about it, okay? They have their own ecology, their own livelihood. I mean, I've actually had to... I watched this guy, great YouTuber. His name is the Monster Slayer Squad. I think it was Monster Slayer Squad. I watched his ecology videos on Tiger-X, Narcuja. Actually, that does sound like a good match. That might actually come out right after this because I am doing at least 3 Monster Hunter versus matches for at least today, okay? So stay tuned and don't go anywhere. So yeah, I watched his videos on Narcuja, Tiger-X, and Baroth, and you know what? The game really does treat them like animals. They have their own daily lives. They go to sleep. They have their daily routines, and you know they follow this pattern through and through. Like really, I mean, it's just amazing. Even the Elder Dragons have their own patterns, you know. They mark their territory. They walk around these certain areas, maintain whatever they need to do. And they have their own role. Nergigante make sure the others don't get out of line or else they get eaten. You know, get eaten or at least killed. So, yeah, sorry, I'm going to say Nergigante. So, yeah, this game treats these monsters like animals. They hunt. They feed. They do what they got to do, you know. At the end of it, they just do what they got to do. So, yeah. Let's begin. Now, first thing, so, yeah, scenario, Glavenus is out for a hunts the Sheldons or the Ankylosaurs or whatever, and Brachydios, you know, also is hunting these Sheldons as well. So they bump into each other, and a fight ensues. So first things first, physicality. Now I think Brachydios is actually physically more impressive. Not because of jaw strength. I think jaw strength definitely goes to Glavenus because he's, like I said, basically his own blacksmith. He can sharpen that blade left and right. But Brachydios is more physical. He definitely even has the reach advantage over Glavenus as well. But honestly, I don't think it's going to come down to who's stronger and who's more durable. And they're both brute wyverns, so they're not really not brute wyverns. They're kind of like, they're fast for brute wyverns, but they're not like something like, you know, Baroth, Odogarin, or Titiyaku or Kuluyaku. Okay, they're not something like that. Nor are they like Narcuja or Tiger-X, which are much faster than they are. This will come down to definitely weaponry today. I'm going to say that. That's really what it is, okay? So, honestly, this is what it really comes down to between these kind of monsters. Because, I mean, think about it. Look at these two. I'm going to give y'all a minute. Just really look at these two in depth. I'm going to count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Got your good looks at them both? All right. These monsters are not like, you know, Legiana or Devil Joe, Basilgoose, or even like Nergigante, okay? These guys are weapons based, okay? I mean, look at this. Brachydios' fist can secrete a gel that can at least level a small town, or at least level a whole, you know, research base, which is sometimes the size of a city. That means he has a nuclear force output on his own. Glavenus, a monster that can slash through mountains and secrete a good heat, or at least hot something, you know, or at least secrete a devastating heat on his tail, capable of harming Rathalos, Rathian, and even cutting through mountains. That's at least millions, if not, at least billions of degrees in temperature just to cut through molten rock in a single slash. And by the lore, yes, it's definitely a single slash, okay? So, yeah, Glavenus is no joke here. Neither is Brachydios. But who has the superior weapon here? The guy who can cut through mountains? Or the guy that can pretty much bash your skull in like a nuclear bomb? So, when the fight starts, I think Brachydios will be the aggressor. And, they give their signature roars to each other. And boom, turf war ensues. Woo, turf war, yay. But anyway, enough jokes and all that stuff. I actually think that when this match starts, Brachydios is going to start with a soldier charge. Or actually, they're both going to start with a soldier charge and size each other up. Standard animal stuff, standard predator stuff. Basically, when two bears go at it, they go shoulder to shoulder, see who's bigger, then they rear up, stuff like that, okay? They go shoulder to shoulder, and then they just begin, trading blows. They can start off with bites, but I think Glavenus takes the edge when it comes to draw strength, and definitely neck strength. I mean, this dude is straight up throwing Rathalos, Rathian, and Diablos, okay, with little to no difficulty. Same with Brachydios, being able to throw characters like Zen Ogre, even Power Slam characters like Zen Ogre, and Odogaron. But like I said, it's not going to come to that. It's going to come to weaponry. And at the end of the day, I think Brachydios actually takes it at least 5 times out of 10. I think these two definitely take each other 5 times out of 10, depending on who can get it in first, who can get it in the fastest. Because I think these guys are roughly equal in both physical strength and durability and even speed. So, I mean, yeah, if you guys go look up the Turf Wars, if you want me to, I'll leave a link once I edit this video. So, yeah, I hope you guys really do enjoy this. But at the end of the day, I'm going to give it to Brachydios because he can use his weapons just a little bit faster. I mean, this dude has arms, okay? He can literally just go in a boxing stance and be like, bang, bang, bow, boom, bam, boom, pow. He can literally just box with Glavenus, like literally just throw those hands. Like, that's really what it is. Brachydios can literally just throw those hands all over Glavenus, and Glavenus is getting socked and rocked around. Glavenus's tail will get him a few victories. And definitely Brachydios isn't, treating this like an actual match. Both of them, honestly. If they treat this like an actual match, I would leave this at a tie. But I think today I kind of favor Brachydios because he has the reach advantage and he just has more weapons. Even his horn counts as a weapon. He has 2 fists, while Glavenus just has 1 sword that he literally has to twist and turn to use every time. So at the end of the day, I give this to Brachydios at least 5 times out of 10, with Glavenus claim the other. We can actually call it a draw for this video. They both would, probably walk away limping and getting their injuries together. So today, we can end this as a tie, you guys, because they're both impressive and they both have some powerful weapons. So, this is Legendary Ghidorah, and I will see you guys later for another Monster Hunter video. Peace.